if you're a church leader, make sure you don't disregard or overlook your own congregation. That is your number one priority. Churches get caught up, and especially leadership, get caught up in wanting to do all kinds of things. A lot of great things, a lot of projects, missions. You got all these different things that you can get into, buying new equipment for the church. This is if you have any extra money. But your number one obligation is to your own congregation, not projects. The Bible says that, this is like your own family. This is your family. The Bible says if you don't take care of your own family, you're worse than an unbeliever. He's talking about the family you live with, but this is also your church family. If you don't take care of them, but you're wanting to take care of everybody else, that's a problem. I remember one time that we were in a bad situation, me and my family, many, many years ago. Church I was going to, been there about 10 years, and man, we were in a pickle. And incredibly, we never asked nobody for help, but churches that I preached at just as a visitor came up and was helping us unbelievably, which was a blessing. But our own church didn't do anything for us for many, many, many months. It was only after somebody stood up in the church and said something to them and shamed them that they did a little bit. But I was thinking, why did every other church help, but our own church didn't? That same church would take up offerings and send them to other states and so forth. They'd take up love offerings. So it wasn't like they weren't helping people. They just wasn't helping their own congregation. And not saying it against them, it's just how easy it is to overlook your own people. Your own people is your number one responsibility. It's not getting a new $10,000 piano. You got $10,000 extra dollars to get a piano, that's fine. That's wonderful. Give that, give the missions. But if you got two families sitting in your own church, sitting on the pews, that don't know if their lights are going to get turned off that week, don't know if they're going to have enough money to put food on the table for their kids, don't have no money to get school clothes for their kids, they're your number one priority, not your projects. Remember, Jesus didn't go to the cross and die for your project or your new guitar or piano. He died for the people sitting on the pews. They're the number one concern to Jesus, and they're supposed to be the number one concern to you. So make sure you don't overlook the flock over whom you're in charge, because that's your number one priority. Put them first, then your projects will catch up later.